It's a series that produced some memorable matchups. But Seattle hasn't won in Green Bay this century. Today, the Seahawks want to party like it's 1999. Right here on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Able to shake him off. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity. Opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. A carry here for the big tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Now Jones. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And he'll get this up to the 44-yard line. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd and 10.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Play action. Now Wilson. Short throw to Disley. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st down, it's Carson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They run it with Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Myers' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. You've got to be able to finish.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second down, it's Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's 21-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Wilson will throw again. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Now it's Rodgers.
He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete.
7 yards there and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll check this down, complete to Dillon.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for... ...24 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Space to run past the 20. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And yet again, it's Humphries.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin out in the Golden State. Minnesota heading for warmer climates to take on the LA Chargers. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Philip Dorsett, a touchdown catch in the victory.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Alden Smith there on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Dillon.
Pushes him over. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that's complete to Adams.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Obviously, you got to hold. Football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here to his running back. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And all the way up to the 49. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion. Now it's Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Again, it's Dillon.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Hit his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Humphries.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf.
Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Carson, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on second and 16, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Charles, this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon runs over it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Love with a give to Dillon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be Packer football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistake. It's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, Dillon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, they'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They'll run here with Dillon, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Packers are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis. Symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word and I just kept using it.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Wilson will throw again. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. There's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. On second down, another run for Dillon. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, check, 59.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Seattle. 51, Mike 51.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is Carson, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. loss 2, and it brings up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
We focus our attention on the Seahawks defense now. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. No one wants to go back to those memories, but, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicked.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw is Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. A big defensive explosion leading them to victory. The defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year.